Welcome back to Heads Up SA, the channel where we unpack South Africa's biggest political stories with clarity and context. Today, we are diving into ANC's Secretary General Mbalula's revealing interview with Dr. Ndlozi, where Mbalula spoke openly about the future of Minister Mchunu, Jacob Zuma's defiance, and why Brown Mokhotzi's claims of ANC membership just don't add up. The conversation kicked off with Dr. Ndlozi setting the tone, reminding viewers that Mbalula inherited Ace Magashule's position as Secretary General, but Mbalula quickly corrected that narrative.
For having us, and thank you for the accolades of the historical role of the Secretary General's office. We didn't inherit Magashule's vacancy. He was dismissed in the ANC. So we inherited a full position that was led by Paul Mashatile, whom we called
That moment set the stage for a deep dive into the state of the ANC, its infiltration, its corruption, and its slow internal justice system. Mbalula didn't hold back when talking about the infiltration of the ANC. He said this didn't start in the democratic era. It began way back during apartheid. According to him, there were criminal elements who infiltrated the ANC decades ago, and those same thugs laid foundation for the corruption the organization battles today. He called them, quote, thugs who found a way to abuse the ANC.
Yes, whom we will see provocateurs, we will say in the township, as Kwel, Komtsotis will be chasing bakeries in order to give a bad image to our struggle internationally, that the ANC in South Africa is leading a struggle by targeting people in what we call soft targets. So they were just giving a bad reputation to our thing, to our struggle. Today, they operate from within. And that has been the long-term game plan that we have known. And that's why the name counter-revolution. So those tendencies have always been there, doing an ANC things over a period of time. You know, things like today, the people who extort people in business, that pay 30% here if you want protection for your business to be safe in the township. You're building a third road here, a person have got a tender there. Those Komtsotis come there and demand 30% without doing anything. They are there in the system. And then by day, they are ANC. You see this person, very respectable person, is an ANC activist. By night, is extorting poor business people who have gotten their own tenders, doing business in the townships, on their own right, because they've got the capacity. Bayazizama abantu bakaThixo, abantu baseMzantsi Afrika. Komtsotis will come there and extort 30% from them for protection. And these are thugs which have found easily their way into the challenge of mortgaging of the ANC that we talked about as early as 1996 when Kgalema Motlanthe delivered the organizational report. So quick to your answer, what
Dr. Ndlozi pressed Mbalula on a burning issue, Minister Mchunu's 31st December letter, the one that stirred questions about the ANC's internal accountability. Ndlozi's question was simple. After everything that's come out, what is the ANC doing? Mbalula responded that the ANC's Integrity Committee is currently handling Mchunu's case. He admitted that maybe in the future, the party should act more decisively and immediately, but for now, they must respect internal processes.
Cyril takes his action, very well and good. What has the ANC done? If the ANC is so serious about renewal, since December 31st, New Year, we are sitting here, the ANC, through its own mechanisms of renewal, Senzo seems to be still attending your NEC meetings, still in deployment, a person that on a balance of probabilities should have been held accountable of this action. Maybe it would have done an easy job for the head of state.
The ANC processes have kicked in since this matter has come to the public domain, and they are fully observed. Integrity Commission and all of that he explained himself there in terms of his actions. Once the Integrity Commission makes up its recommendations to the NEC, we'll then be able to take a decision. Should we have taken drastic steps to suspend anybody? Perhaps the ANC should move to that gear in the future, looking at these matters as they happen. But our own constitution, and as well as what we have adopted in terms of resolutions on the fight against corruption, as much as they are very harsh, they seem to be inadequate by day. And so we will have to deal with that in terms of strengthening our fight against corruption and wrongdoing. Because wrongdoing is not only confined to corruption, it can be wrongdoing of any form, including incompetence can lead to wrongdoing, and wrongdoing can be about many other things that must be weighed up, and the organization can take decisions in terms of what needs to happen. So, Doctor, what needs to happen is us strengthening our own resolve in terms of measures of intervention, but ANC processes immediately when such was reported have kicked in. So, and I'm sure by now the minister will have appeared before the Integrity Commission voluntarily or been convened. But in this instance, the report I got is that is doing it voluntarily to explain himself. And by the
would you agree that the pace with which you act
In other words, Mchunu's fate is not sealed yet, but the wheels are turning inside Luthuli House. Ndlozi didn't stop there. He zoomed in on the ANC's slow reaction time, pointing to the Jacob Zuma saga as another example. Mbalula drew a clear line between Zuma and Brown Mokgotsi. He said Zuma's situation is completely different. According to Mbalula, Zuma acted against the ANC's constitution, and that's why they are still in court over his dual membership issue. But crucially, Zuma's membership in the ANC is legitimate. He knew what he was doing when he chose to go against the party rules.
And indeed, Jacob Zuma, when you went to his records and his branch, he was a member in good standing. He's not taking chances. He knew what he was doing. It's not like some other characters who claim membership, but they never renewed it and it actually collapsed. So it's easy to deal with that. So if Zuma's membership had collapsed, we wouldn't even be, not collapsed, lapsed.
Lapsed, yeah.
We wouldn't even be arguing about his membership anywhere else. It will just be taken as such.
Okay.
Zuma defied the party knowingly. Mokgotsi, on the other hand, never had real standing inside the ANC in the first place. When you look at Mbalula's responses, one message is clear: the ANC is walking a tightrope. They are trying to balance internal discipline with legal caution. And while Mbalula admits the ANC sometimes moves too slowly, he insists that following due processes is the only way to avoid court defeats, even when it comes to figures like Jacob Zuma.
It was a question of an individual prone to litigation and how you deal with him in relation to that. And then the reality that if you join another party, our constitution is clear, you have dismissed yourself, which we maintained. But Zuma was doing it deliberately to bring a complexity to the ANC and a difficulty to dismiss him.
But it was ill-discipline.
Yeah, it was ill-discipline. Zuma, even now, I'm in court with Zuma. We are in court with Zuma about his membership. He says he's still a member of the ANC. And then now you will understand what we're dealing with. uh, uh, if you acted outside the prescripts of your constitution and you don't follow everything to the latter, he will go to court and win against you and restore his membership. We live in a democracy. We live in a country that is a country of a rule of law, and he will win there against the party. So your militant, very fast decision will not obtain in court. He will win because he will simply go to court and say, these people dismissed me even without following their due processes. And that is it. And yet, on the other hand, it was clear that by joining another party, you are dismissed. You have dismissed yourself. But the Constitution also calls for somebody to be brought before the DC and all of that, because he maintains.
So, Mbalula says the ANC is still investigating Mchunu. Zuma's battle with the party is ongoing, and Mokgotzi's membership talk, pure fiction. What do you think? Is the ANC's follow the process approach helping protect the organization or just delaying accountability? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Heads Up SA for more political breakdowns from Zanzi's front lines. Keep your heads up, SA.